Hi, everyone. My name is Housan, and it is my honor to be joined here today by Xiaoming Wang, the CEO of High Performance Blockchain. Welcome, my friend.
Hi, Housan. Thank you for having me. It's good to be speaking with you.
Yes, sir. So we'll just jump right into it. So personally, I'm very familiar with our project, High Performance Blockchain. But Xiaoming, perhaps you could provide the viewers who haven't come across your project before with a brief overview of what makes high performance blockchain unique and different.
This project originated from my own personal experience with Ethereum. I was an early user of Ethereum, and during the process of using it, I found that Ethereum had, even now still has, many performance limitations. So our team wanted to try and solve these problems. We believe high performance blockchain has solved these problems. Firstly, we focused on solving performance bottlenecks. Ethereum does not scale to the demands of businesses who will require increased transactional throughput. We do this through hardware acceleration. This allows us to keep gas fees to a manageable level, with gas fees on-chain typically being less than 1 cent US dollar. Secondly, the inclusion of hardware into our chain provides unique opportunities for developers and industries, such as the ability to generate true random numbers. Finally, our consensus method is not proof of work. We use a far more efficient consensus method across our entire chain. We are faster, we are cheaper, we scale easily, and are the only blockchain that can offer true random numbers. I believe that based on our blockchain offload engine hardware, some unique features will also be derived in the future that have not yet been imagined.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing. So let's talk about the HPB nodes. The nodes form the blockchain, including our blockchain offload engine card. Where do you even begin to develop something like that? Let us know the process, how the blockchain offload engine was created.
I'm a technology entrepreneur, and way back in 2002, I was working on a cross-border e-commerce platform. At that time, we encountered a big problem, which is cross-border payments. It was very expensive and slow. In the process of finding a solution, we discovered Bitcoin. And then, in the process of financial big data mining, we encountered another problem, which was data sharing and protecting privacy. We began studying blockchain far more closely. As we went deeper into the blockchain technology, we were more optimistic about the development of the entire blockchain industry. So in 2017, we joined with several partners who could help finance the development of HPB to help us realize our vision. Hardware-based solutions require complex chip design, including the management of the entire supply chain. Fortunately, the entire team has an excellent background in software and hardware engineering. After more than 10 hours of work a day for more than a year, we were able to complete research and development in July 2018. And later, in September 2018, our HPB mainnet was fully launched, complete with nodes equipped with our blockchain offload engine cards.
Well, thank you for that answer. And if y'all hear any background noise, that's because there's a dog, my friend's dog, roaming around. So if someone were to ask you how the blockchain offload engine card, the BOE card, is different from NVIDIA or AMD graphics card, which are used often for Bitcoin mining and other blockchains, what would the key hardware differences be? And how is this BOE a more optimal solution?
NVIDIA's graphics card is general purpose hardware. It can play games, but it can also mine. It is designed for more general computing tasks. BOE is specifically designed for public blockchains, so it is optimized for the network. It was designed for signatures, for speed, and for the optimization of the entire consensus mechanism, and customized for the blockchain, so it has far better performance. For example, you could mine Bitcoin with ordinary computers in the early days, but mining rigs appeared later on, specifically designed and built for Bitcoin mining, which led to better performance. BOE is the same concept. It is custom developed hardware. It has far better performance than a general purpose graphics card.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So if someone wanted to obtain, if they want their own card, their own BOE, blockchain offload engine card, would the process of becoming a node operator be simple? Do you request to get it? What's the process of obtaining your own BOE card to become a node operator?
OK， 这是非常欢迎。
New node operators are welcome to contact us. The BOE card is free to operators who meet the criteria, and it has been for more than 3 years. If you want to operate as a HPB node, you can apply for it. After the approval, the BOE board will be issued to you, and it can be shipped to any destination in the world. For complete transparency, all hardware and software of high-performance blockchain is open source. So if you have the design and production capabilities, then in theory, you could also produce it yourself.
All right. My final question on the BOE card before we move on to other areas. As we all know, hardware typically has, a life cycle.
Mm.
People who play computer games like me, RuneScape, for 20 years, we have to upgrade our graphics cards, What in terms of the BOE hardware, the blockchain offload engine hardware, what is the life cycle of the hardware in itself? And will it need to be upgraded, especially if the demand increases through transactional throughout on-chain? We just have more people using the chain. Will the BOE need to be upgraded?
是的，任何硬件都需要升级换代。
All hardware eventually gets upgraded. However, the BOE card was designed with the future in mind. It has excellent processing capabilities, even by today's standards, so it can easily meet the current needs of blockchain across the entire industry. We believe it is currently more than sufficient. We do appreciate that in the future, upgrades may be required, but if this is necessary, then we will also upgrade our hardware to meet the needs of the industry.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Let's talk about one key benefit of the BOE hardware to developers, random numbers. And we're not talking pseudo random numbers like you find on other blockchains. We're talking about true random numbers, TRNG. Can you tell us a little bit more about how HPB generates random numbers and what some of the use cases for random numbers are right now?
在讲硬件真水。
Before talking about hardware random numbers, let's first talk about ordinary software random numbers. Ordinary random numbers are generated by mathematical algorithms, so you can predict what the numbers will be if you know how the algorithm works and your computer has enough processing power. In fact, all pseudo-random numbers can theoretically be cracked, which is a problem faced by random numbers purely generated by software. Let's compare this to how hardware random numbers are generated. The HPB random number generator takes physical random sources, such as voltage. We know that things in the physical world cannot be predicted. Through these physical random inputs, coupled with the consensus of the entire HPB blockchain, the entire consensus process cannot be deciphered. It ensures true randomness. This is the principle of physics plus blockchain consensus, and by combining the two, a truly trustworthy, non-deterministic random number is born. We know that the world is full of fraudulent behavior, so I believe that true random numbers can be used in various industries in the future. Let's talk about a few areas that are more intuitive for everyone, such as lotteries, which require true random numbers, and also gambling games. These areas need fairness and trust. In addition, inside our own industry in blockchain, there is the generation of wallet private keys, which also require random processes to ensure that the private keys are more secure. Fairness and provability are fundamental across many industries. We believe that our technology supports fairness and will be widely used in the future.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. So the next question is a tough question. some people who've been following the project for years, like myself, I used to jog on treadmills back in 2018, 2017, looking at HPV videos. Shall we say the long-term investors are less than thrilled by the drop in market cap value of high performance blockchain. It's frustrated investors, and I'm sure it's been frustrating to you too, and the core team. Can you offer some insight on why you think this happened and what the high performance blockchain team is now planning to do to turn things around?
Okay, that's a good idea. I really wanted to answer this question. Okay,
I know that there are many loyal HPB holders who have invested a lot of money into HPB, but sadly the price of HPB has been falling over the last few years, causing great upset to many. I'm personally very sorry for this, and also the core team is also very frustrated with this problem. The situation has also caused our company a heavy financial loss. This problem is caused by many aspects. I don't believe the problem is entirely my fault. However, as the leader of this project, I must accept responsibility. Let me share with you my own experience with investing in blockchain. I was a very early investor in many large projects, including Bitcoin in 2012, Ethereum in 2014, and Dogecoin and EOS in 2017. I was very fortunate to have gained significant wealth in many of these projects, and I also have a good sensitivity to industry trends. Based on this, I may be perceived to be overconfident, and even perhaps a little arrogant. Because the funds were abundant, I was able to successfully recruit hundreds of excellent people. However, I did not always allow everyone to use their individual talents well. Many times I replaced team decisions with my own personal opinions and decisions. After all, I am only human, so regretfully I have made some bad decisions. This has sadly led to some bad results for the company. In addition to this, the volatile behaviour of the markets has not helped the situation. The external financing raised and my own personal funds were not allocated optimally these past few years. I did not manage the process as well as I should have, especially including the management of funds, and the operational mechanism of the entire team was not well structured. In addition to this, there is no precise grasp of the development of this ever-changing industry, which has added to the situation. I believe that all is not lost, and that now is the time to change this situation. There are still many positive aspects of this project, including the silent support of so many HPB investors over the years, and several of my early employees and partners who have been persevering. We will continue to move forwards. I want to say that I'm so very grateful to the investors and the community. Although we have experienced many setbacks, we have become more mature, more resilient, and we will strive to make this project the success we all know it deserves to be. We will improve communications with our entire community and our investors. In addition, personally speaking, I am now more calm, more mature, and more pragmatic. Therefore, based on these things, combined with hard work and determination provided by our incredible community, I truly believe that there is still a great opportunity for us all to succeed.
Thank you. And we did have a little break up there. Sorry, everybody. We had a little connection, but thank you. One thing I've noticed from regular engagement in the high performance blockchain global Telegram is that it seems to be there's more direct communication between core team members and Western investors. Would you say that this is an accurate observation?
Yes, I would say this observation is very accurate. We definitely did not communicate enough with the community in the past, especially with our overseas community. In particular, I myself did not communicate enough. One of the core elements of blockchain is connectivity, so it's very important that we communicate with you in a timely manner. After fully recognizing and accepting this problem, I will strive to communicate more with both domestic and foreign investors. One of our primary objectives is to rebuild confidence. In this process, I believe we can succeed together.
Another criticism about high performance blockchain has been that it hasn't provided the necessary tools for developers to achieve their goals in the HPB environment. I know that the HPB team has been taking huge steps towards addressing these concerns. Perhaps you could share some information on what tools have been implemented and how they will benefit developers that are coming in.
对，就是
HPB itself has a foundation of underlying technologies and has excellent technical characteristics. However, developer supporting tools have not been paid enough attention to in the past, so there was a lack of related tools available. In the past 3 months, including the close cooperation between the team and the community, a lot of tools have now been deployed, including the entire API toolset on HScan. We also now offer contract verification, a HPB coin faucet, token generation tools, an airdrop and batch sending tool, a HPB leaderboard, and additional display tools for transactions, as well as a prominent visual showcasing of our random numbers on the main page of HScan. Our documentation has also improved, as can be seen in our Git book. We also have an upcoming hackathon that could lead to even more useful tools. We've also made it easier for developers to access the chain with our upcoming cross-chain partnership with SWFT. These tools should encourage more developers to experience the HPB chain and build applications on our platform. In addition, based on the hardware features such as HRNG, developers can incorporate true random numbers to build incredible solutions. As well as benefiting developers, we believe the cross-chain bridge will also benefit investors, as it will be far more convenient for investors to trade, particularly for our American investors.
Thank you for that very in-depth answer, sir. So 2022, our year, high performance blockchain's year. I would like you to let the investors know, what do they have to look forward to this year? What will be our primary focus? Because I know we're going to kill it this year.
2022
The 2022 roadmap has already disclosed in detail what will be done this year, so I would definitely encourage people to take a closer look at it. Some of the highlights for me will be that we will continue to give full attention to the evolving features of the Ethereum virtual machine, allowing more mainstream applications of DeFi and NFT to easily migrate to our chain. In addition to this, we will give full play to the features of HRNG's true random numbers and continue to push this to a higher level. There are many developers and partners now expressing interest, and for the future, we will provide more compliant and higher quality products for the underlying infrastructure of DeFi applications.
Thank you very much, sir. Xiaoming Wang. This man is a man to watch out for. Sandeep, Mathematic, he ain't got nothing on this man. You'll see. So here's a fun question. In the Telegram group, why you went by the name Bob? Why do you go by the name Bob? How did that come about?
对，这是源于那个我尊敬的
This is mainly due to the respected American singer, artist, and Nobel Prize winner Bob Dylan, who I like and admire very much. For me, this is a way to pay tribute to him. We all know that Bob Dylan is an artist who loves freedom and promotes peace. He has given me a lot of inspiration and motivation, as I would also try to contribute to maintaining peace and freedom. I think this is a foundation of human development, so I hope we can all contribute to freedom and peace together as one family.
So stepping away from blockchain for a moment, what do you like to do in your spare time for fun?
对，就是这几年
Because of the HPB business, I've been very busy over the past few years with very little spare time. In fact, I have neglected time with my own family. In the past 2 years, due to the pandemic, I have had less time to travel, so when I have more spare time, I will spend it with my family. I have a daughter and I like to spend time with her. I also like football and fitness. I try to do this when I have time. In addition to this, I like to travel. I hope that after the epidemic has finished, I can go and travel around the world and meet new people, as well as exchange and experience other cultures. In the past 2 years, due to the epidemic, I have not been out promoting the business. I hope this will change soon.
Thank you. Coming back to the project. Well, we got our hackathon coming up here at the very beginning of May. I was going to ask you, this is very exciting for high performance blockchain because we're going to bring in new developers with all kinds of talent from all over the world. We're giving away prizes. What would you hope to see emerge from these dApps that these guys are creating? What would be the ideal thing or best thing in your mind that they could make for us?
This hackathon was initiated and driven by the HPB community, and I'm very excited by it. We hope that through this event we can attract more developers to our chain. We hope that some developers will make full use of HPB's high performance features to allow more innovative DeFi, NFT and GameFi projects to appear on the platform. I hope that some scenarios that really need fairness can really utilize the features of HRNG. I hope the technology of true fairness can be applied to the industry.
Thank you, sir. So now next question is, because I'm definitely interested. I've been in crypto for a long time. I'm an OG. I put the time in, but you are an OG to me, So my question is, where do you see the blockchain industry going in the next 2 to 3 years?
Okay.
First of all, this is a very broad topic. So what I would say is that we may need to jump out of the industry of blockchain. For example, where is the blockchain that brings changes to the entire economy? Perhaps this is the future trend. I personally believe that the pricing, issuance and payment of digital currency will change the financial operations of the entire world. I think it will completely break the pattern of traditional finance. In the future, I believe that there will be more digital legal currencies. Perhaps one day digital currency may even replace the dollar. I think this will happen one day in the United States, perhaps in the form of a new administration or a new entity or organization. In some parts of the world, this is already happening. I think blockchain and digital payments will shake the world in the next 2 to 3 years. In addition, when the blockchain becomes truly mainstream, blockchain will enter all walks of life, and I believe it will truly benefit mankind.
Thank you. So the next question, we had a community add-in. Actually, my dad suggested it. So the question was, this is a new question, guys, and we're near the end of our video. What companies, if any, are planning to use the blockchain in the near future, and how could big companies use our blockchain?
We've noticed, especially this year, that various countries are formulating policies related to blockchain, and companies are guiding the development of the industry. The trend is already obvious, and blockchain will soon be applied to really big scenarios. As the regulatory compliance is confirmed, I believe that there will be a large-scale implementation in some particularly important fields, such as the payment field, just like large payment companies in the United States are already using it. Things related to blockchain payment, such as Cash App and Coinbase, are all payment applications. I believe that these internet companies, especially in payment-related fields, will take the lead in applying blockchain technology.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Xiaoming. You're a legend, and they will all remember your name before we're done. I'm just super excited for our year. This is going to be our year. Our turning point is coming very soon. So, yeah, I'm honored to be a part of the company, and I'm very excited. I'm thrilled, and I'm hungry. So let's go. Let's go. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it too. Thank you very much, Housan. Thank you for you and our community members support us.
Like I said, we're just getting warmed up. We're barely even stretched out. So this is the beginning.